Hello again, everyone. This is wooothebadman and Jabroni Tony here again with another RPGMaker game. Real quick, I just wanted to kind of show this off. At some point with the Hate-Free Heroes game, which is a game we previously reviewed, I had posted a review into their discussion boards, and look at that! It's been deleted, not by me. So, just our first entry into, I guess, a Hall of Shame of sorts. I don't know.
Yes, I think that's fair. We got our first dev hater, I guess. I don't know, but yes, I think this is a good accomplishment. Our little trophy we got.
Yeah, the Ballad of Radolf is still up there, so maybe one day we'll see him, but he might just be gone. All right, so let's move on to the actual game that we're going to talk about, which is this game called The Tale of Treasonous Tom, Part 1. And I guess the first thing I would want to mention real quick, because you see that this game is default assets and stuff. It is $10, which is on the higher end, I'd say, for something that's pretty basic.
Yes, absolutely.
It was actually $20. I have Steam DB here. It's keeping track of history of a game, and it says that back in October 21st, and actually back to October 15th because it was just on sale, it was $20. See, that's when the game came out. That was the original price. And then 2 days after it was at full price, they cut it down to this with no discount, $10, what it is now.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm curious the story behind. I don't know if he regretted the price he picked, or like his friends were like, "Hey, dude," you know what I mean? It's like, what's the story there?
I mean, there's got to be something, because we noticed there's no user reviews, and going down here, there's nothing. These curators, I'm sure, are just the usual like RPG tag and those useless ones that just are farming free keys.
Yeah, maybe he realized that, because there's always that thing, like a lot of especially for indie games, a lot of the money comes up front, so, or a lot of the buys come up early, so
yeah,
maybe he realized like 2 days of no sales, he's like, ugh.
Yeah.
But $10 is still too much.
Yeah, so. Now it's been several months, so he's missed his window, I think. I mean, he got a sale from me, I suppose, but it's not great. So yeah, look at this game. Why do we pick this game? This game is terrible. It's another one of these games that's tries to be humor. I kind of think this is boomer humor, I'd call it. Just kind of the style of it, and I guess you'd call it some right-wing stuff in here. It just sounds like an old person wrote this, basically. And yeah, the art of it was just like, or not the art.
So weird, that splash art or whatever it's called, the cover art, quote unquote.
Yeah,
box art.
This like box so bad. Like, it's also inconsistent with the rest of the game. It seems like who, very unprofessional. I don't know why he would even choose this other than cleavage. This hair is absolutely nonsensical to me. I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Yeah,
I was gonna say it's like a mop, and then there's just like this random continuation. It's just like, it makes no sense, this human hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's read some of this comedy, funny comedy, and maybe I'm sure you'll start to see why we thought this was worth covering here. I do want to issue a warning up front, which is that I'm worried this game might be a little offensive, racist, maybe even. They do, as you see in one of these screenshots, use the phrase "tar baby," which apparently, Tony, you've never heard this phrase before. I think it's maybe a little out of style. Like, I think probably used back in like the 1920s or 1950s or something. Again, old man, but tar baby refers to a child with dark skin. That's a slur. Like, don't use that word.
Super racist, yeah. Very derogatory is the term, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this so that's either him being an old man or being out of touch as an old man, or maybe he genuinely doesn't realize what that word means. I don't know.
And that's possible, you know.
Yeah.
Some slurs are just so awkward, but
yeah.
Nobody knows the trouble I see.
So yeah, I'll start with this blurb here. The current king of Dilford in the land of Pilford is jolly old King Palaverus. What a putz! Using whatever means necessary, you must rise from amongst a heap of friggin' idiots to claim the throne. There are those who call you Tom? So, like, right away, there's, like, this writing style of, like, I don't know, vaudeville or something. This is weird tone. But then there's this, maybe all of these are references. This is obviously a reference to Monty Python. You know, there are those who call me Tim.
I did not know that. I haven't watched much Monty Python.
He's using the punchline without having the joke. So that right
Yeah,
away is
yeah.
like, okay,
setup.
this is where, if you're going to reference things, you need to have your references make sense, is my thing. Because otherwise you're just pointlessly trying to, like, ride their popularity.
Yep.
And also, I guess, you know what, let's look at the videos, because I think that's probably going to be a really good indicator of why we think this game is so terrible.
The voice of the guy doesn't sound like an old guy though, right? If I remember correctly.
It's hard to tell. He could be old.
Okay.
He's doing impressions and accents and stuff, and his mic is bad. So he starts off showing the title screen for no reason. And
There is a reason. He doesn't know what the hell to do.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Not good. That is like one of the most basic shows that they are a jabroni.
Yeah.
Is they do their freaking title screen.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I'm looking for a dung spell to use on me mother-in-law.
So that was an accent for no reason on that piece of voice acting.
Oh man, all over my nice new boots.
Tom,
He just did a voice where, like, he's just, like, holding his nose.
you must listen carefully to my advice. Be a
Mad
smart
cringe.
feller, not a fart smeller.
And just out of context jokes. Be a smart feller, not a fart smeller. It's like, okay. Just bombarding you with words.
I'm my scepter of shooting star at Zap Master.
And then this
My
is
wife
where,
finally listen to me.
like, it starts to become, like, clear to me that, like, this is just, like, what he thinks is, like, a good game.
Hilarious.
It's just like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, good game, hilarious. It's just like, here's just more accents. Here's more people saying words. Like,
Good.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into this whole, like, Monty Python quote thing. It's like you don't understand the structure of a joke. Like, you're just shoving stuff in the user's face.
Yeah.
And so all of these, it was apparent during the recording as well, those videos, that he doesn't know how to. He does this old classic of cropping screenshots. It's like, just full screen the game and take a screenshot that way. Like, and he doesn't even crop it correctly because this is obviously up here. You should include this.
Yeah, someone
pixels
in
down
one
here.
of the forums, someone else's in another game. I can't remember. Maybe you remember, but someone posted in a forum of another game we reviewed that I'll never understand why people take screenshots in, like, with windowed mode header.
Oh, I think it's this game actually.
Oh, is it this game?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
So yeah, I've got screenshots of the game. Here's some combat. Here's all default characters. None of these are even, character creator. And then we get to this, where it's like, holy hell. So I don't know. I guess this is a comedy style of just, like, writing a lot of words. Just, like, lots and lots of words. Just going on and on and on. Nikki has a 37% chance to pick a lock each time she uses the skill. Why 37? Why not 36 or 38 or 40? Because I created this game and I do what I want. It's like,
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he
All
thought
this-
it's so cringe.
yeah, all of this for just, it's a lock picking skill. Like, we don't even need any of this.
But you know why he's trying to be funny though. But I mean, even like I was just scanning the right side, I see like C cup.
Oh, yeah,
D.
yeah. For example, abracadabra, when broken down into its component parts, essentially means a bra size C cup at a bra. Clearly, these words are urging character to don a C cup bra. Like, what? This is just
Just trying to be
nonsense.
funny, man, but it's just not funny.
Such a long description just for cure.
Yeah, if anything, I would say do what a lot of games do, where they have the functionality first, and then in italics, it has the jokes.
Yeah,
That way, at least people get all the info they need and can read the joke if they want.
yeah. I will say, it does seem like he's put a lot of thought. Look at all these numbers and crap he's throwing at us. So I'm going to have high hopes again for this combat being something, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just like showing it off. He's like, look at all these charts I made. It's like, all right, maybe you did something. And then we've got this where we've got random 3D art that doesn't match any of the other art.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at these tags too. He did another classic of action RPG. More lies.
Yep.
So yeah, and here we have the description. It's way too long. This is just the starting blurb again, but I'm not going to read all this. It's way too long. So I'm just going to skip all that because I already feel like I've said too much about it.
Yep.
It's not worth this much time.
Game content. Oh, I love when they put the numbers in
Yeah.
because it's just shows how amateurish they are.
Classic. A classic. Like numbers of things. And what's
Yep.
funny is some of these numbers seem kind of bad to me. Like this one over here, 180 battles with 10 different types of monsters. Like that seems like a disproportionate number of battles for the number of monsters.
Yes.
Why would you advertise that?
Yeah, I think in his head he's like, oh, 10 monsters. Like, oh my god, for 40 hours of gameplay.
Over
according to
40 hours of gameplay, which is like, oh my god.
50 conversations over 40 hours of gameplay. So it's ugh.
And then he's going to bury himself a deeper hole here with players who are not interested in completing the battles or learning the combat system. Girls can complete all the quests and conversations in the game without fighting. It's like, you do understand, putting aside the misogyny, like, JRPGs, if I'm not mistaken, are very popular with, like, females. So, like, what is wrong with this guy? Like, he's an idiot.
Yeah. And the whole, not to stand on some white knight shielding, but seriously, like a lot of girls play video games.
Yeah. It's 20. I mean, I guess that's another
yeah.
thing where it makes him seem old, because it's like, maybe
Yeah.
he's thinking it's 1980, and it's like, only, like, weird nerds in their mom's basement play games. And it's like, well, no. It's like,
Nope. I don't
video
know.
games make more money than movies now.
Yes, and I mean, a lot of my women friends play more games than I do. You know what I mean? It's like they,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's when I read that, I was like, oh, this is like the stuff you're talking about that outs him as an old guy.
Yeah.
Like that line along with the other ones. Yeah, it's just so questionable.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going here. 4 years in development. Wow, that's ridiculous. I need to get a life. I wouldn't say you need to get a life. I would say maybe you need to be more efficient, considering how minimal the game looks. I don't know.
100%. That's what it is.
I guess we'll see if it actually feels like a deep game. I'm going to guess no.
I'm gonna guess no. Also,
Even worse, I've outlined the plot for 5 games of 3 parts each. That's like 15 games. If you people get my sense of humor, I could be doing this for the rest of my life. Loser. I mean, why would you be a loser if your game was successful?
yeah,
But I will say, I mean, this is one of the other things where it's like now he's outing himself as being not self-aware. Like, I've commented on this before, where it's like, don't do a part 1 of your game for RPGMaker. Like, it's presumptuous.
Who are you? I mean, and then this is like very conservative stuff. God, Donald Trump, like this is
Yeah.
So he's obviously
I was gonna get to
very,
this, where it's like,
conservative, yeah.
he's being very inflammatory here. Dedicated to God, Donald Trump, Stormy Daniels, George Bush, Monty Python, Stephen Colbert. I mean, this one at least seems legit, so I don't, because he's obviously stealing their jokes. Stephen Colbert, the moral majority, whoever they are, the IRS, the CIA, narcissism, depression, the judicial system, hypocrisy, hypocrisy, yeah. Racial prejudice, censorship, scandals, and the irresistible power of the almighty buck. Don't say I didn't warn you. I mean, I guess you warned us with this, like, terrible word salad.
Indeed.
But yeah, there was no specific, like, hey, this game sucks type warning. But yeah, that's the other question I was thinking of is how is this a series of games? This game has no plot or meaning, so why would there be more plan to it? Like, usually you have multiple parts because you're like, oh, I love these characters, I love this, I have all these ideas for, like, what happens after. This is just random nonsense.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think let's get to the meat of this game. All right, we just started the game up here. This music is maybe custom, maybe stock, I don't know. These drums are kind of funny, lots of toms, maybe that's the joke.
But kind of sick.
I don't know why he did this, like, custom edit to this castle with these, like, blue lines. Kind of looks not great.
And why is that guy so huge?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. There's nothing to talk about in the options screen. This is all default. So,
yeah, basic guess.
So I guess we'll just start the game. And I had started this game up as usual. Oh, there's no WASD, by the way. No WASD for $10 game.
Jeez.
I started this game up as I usually do to test it, and I kind of laughed at this. Maybe this is also a joke, but let me see what you think. So I start up and nothing's happening, but I have to like move. So and so I don't really want to read this, but it's very long.
This is spelled wrong also.
Treasonous is spelled wrong. This is an
Third
image,
word.
so he needs to like double check his stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Son of Tim, short for antimony, the nearly all-powerful lord of reversals. Somewhat is spelled wrong. His somewhat superfluous quest to ride forth, or maybe I should say walk forth, advise actions.
$20 game right here, folks.
Yeah, well, watch what happens when you
$20.
press the space bar. In
Alright,
part
let's
3
do
of
it.
this series. I mean, I guess that's a funny joke to say, like, oh, it's going to happen in a later edition. And it's like, there's never going to be a part 3. But I don't. That might just be lack of self-awareness. That might actually be a joke in the sense that I think.
No.
What even is the plot of this game? Okay, Tom's first task was to recruit his party members from the douche hostel, and then acquire,
Yeah.
this is also spelled wrong, Sabic's shanty so that he could arrest and replenish Nikki the Nimble's mastery points, thereby enabling her to continue to break into random houses and steal people's shit. But I guess if you don't want to do it that way, you don't really have to. I mean, that's just the way I do it. Or, well, you get the picture. Now get on with it. And that's it. The game starts. It's just a single giant block of text as their plot.
Yes.
But check this out. You hear the music, right? It is a little quieter than the title screen.
Yes.
Watch.
Oh my gosh. It restarts every time you move. Oh mein Gott.
Well, it's just those two squares, I believe. But
okay.
Yeah, that's always a good sign out the gate, right? When Dev didn't even test their game for the first 2 seconds to find something like that.
This game had no beta testing, and I mean, I assume it didn't because that's kind of the amateurish RPG Maker mistake to do.
Yeah.
But
so I guess they want me to talk to everyone.
Probably, hey man, help a brother out.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no! He's doing black people voices.
At least I will say, at least there is voice acting. That's already a step up.
I mean,
I guess I would justify $20 game, but
yeah, does that count? Does it count when it's only the dev doing the voice acting and he's unprofessional and it's not on a good mic?
I'll give a little bit of effort, but yeah, it not a real voice cast. So
yeah,
I'll give it a third of a point.
So the thing I wanted to mention about that too, and he points this out in the store page, I believe, which is that the voice acting is greetings. So like the thing he said didn't match what's on the screen here, because I'm guessing he recorded a handful of different greetings and just spread them across all the NPCs.
Oh.
So not the most effort.
Yeah.
Ever been bamboozled? Why, yes. So have I. The scammers at Impractical Necessities sold my wife 1,000 crowns worth of nose polish. A lifetime supply? Not just for her, for me, my 3 children, my neighbor, and my dog. I thought dogs already had shiny noses on account of them being wet all the time. My point exactly. They sell Impractical products at impossibly high prices. Why did your wife buy so much nose polish? I told you she got scammed. She thought it was a really good deal. I get that. Women can't pass up a good deal. Never. She probably told you she was saving money by spending 1,000 crowns on nose polish. How'd you know? I know women. So what do you want me to do about it? Sign this petition. We're launching a class action lawsuit. Oh my god, this is so many words now.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is.
Why am I getting voice text choices with only one choice? Why isn't it just cutting back and forth to my character?
Yes, 100%. This is questionable at best.
Shut up and sign. They must be stopped. Blah blah blah. Yes, already saying blah 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 when I've met the first NPC of the game. It's also worth noting
they know what the player's feeling.
Yeah. It's also worth noting that this NPC doesn't look like his chibi sprite, even though the NPC was both this and...
help a brother
out. Oh, shoot. I clicked on him.
Both... It didn't even bring up the dialogue, just his voice.
Yeah. This guy and that smaller picture are both default. I mean, I think he might have changed the coloring of the default, but still.
Yeah.
What is this sprite? Are these VX sprites?
So you can make a magic pile of dung?
Oh man, I don't want to talk to these people
God,
anymore.
this is so cringe.
What? I can't talk.
Everything you want to know about the game of life here in Dilford can be found at All About Dumb Things, the book club in the Natural Resources District.
Okay. Oh yeah, listen to these menu sounds.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty strange. Let's save. Why am I down here? I've never seen that happen before. It's interesting. Default sounds. You know, there might be a problem here. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. What did that message say at the beginning?
I don't remember. And
Uh-oh. I'm stuck. I have to listen to this sound effect.
Hey, kid, this is your father in heaven.
the douche hostel. Here it is. I
Oh,
remember that
yeah.
part.
Yeah, it said that.
Nasty, sinful world. This is a good place to recruit your disciples, so try not to piss anyone off.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
Water and vinegar tax? Yes. Do I have money? Guess I do. All right. Whoa, that person's really fast.
The Russian gods command us to walk backwards as a sign of our undying
Yeah,
loyalty.
it's still a dude saying. It's all
Yeah.
him. It's so
Falsetto
funny.
voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Lord of Reversals. How do you feel about serving? I don't even have it. You know, there's that warning that said like, don't piss anyone off, but like, I don't even have options. I can't piss people off, and if I do, then I can't control it. Bonnie, you've been a naughty girl. Okay. Clerics of the Widdershin gods aren't required to be celibate. I haven't been. So sue me. What the hell's happening?
Oh, okay.
Okay, I believe it. You relay the sun and antinomy. I hereby swear allegiance to Tom, the chosen one. You're not celibate? Don't push it, buddy. Oh, okay. That was free. Wow, okay. You know, I should look at these characters. I love looking at their skills. Score 1 critical hit? For 10 mana? I don't have 10 mana. I only have 4 mana. Unless this is TP, but TP doesn't have a label, so I'm assuming he...
Yeah, it's not CP either.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
you're probably gonna like maybe you level up, you're gonna get like 20 MP.
Yeah. I'm going to laugh if we don't get to use this TP, because, again, there's literally a checkbox that you just uncheck and removes this TP bar. And what I think he's done is he set my TP to 0 and removed the letters TP.
Yep.
Which is like the
some
worst.
empty stat just sitting there, yeah.
Which is the worst way to fix that. What? What is happening to me?
Are you like pickpocketing them or something?
I don't know.
Do.
I don't know what's happening.
Do.
Is she supposed to be like hitting me or something? Uh-oh, she trapped me. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh no. Here's another one of those
There we go. You're free.
tropes of bad RPG Maker devs is making NPCs that can trap you.
Yes. Okay, I will say for the dev, and it's probably gonna be like the, I don't care why. I'm just glad you thought it was funny. His writing I don't care about, but the fact that he's doing all these stupid ass voices is like, I can't help but chuckle. It's actually really like, I know that's part of what he wanted in the comedy, but like, I don't know. It's not good. Like it gets old pretty quick, but
I mean, are you chuckling for the right reasons though, or
exactly. That's kind of like, I don't know. Maybe like it's almost like shock value chuckles. Like
yeah.
So definitely not worth $20 of game to do that though. So I'm not gonna. Yeah. Anyway.
The ratty hair? Well, you didn't really choose a good... And gloves. Maybe you should have chosen a sprite that matches this description. Or wrote a different description. But yeah, ratty hair, dirty tush, and long fingerless gloves suggest you're either a pilfer or a harlot. So every female character is a harlot, huh? So you're some kind of delusional narcissist. Let me guess, your last name is Trump. So interesting. Maybe this guy isn't fully right-wing.
Yeah, I was thinking, maybe a full right-wing guy wouldn't want to use some Japanese technology like RPGMaker.
Yeah, okay, as I said, delusional narcissist. Look, you can't discriminate against blacks in your real estate developments and then cover it up by inviting a bunch of black people to speak at your State of Kingdom address. People still know you're a racist. Oh, I see. It's a comment about Trump.
Yep. I was going to say, maybe this guy isn't full on right.
I'll have to tell you at the Trump University. Fine, so if I come with you, how much you going to pay me? Quarter, whatever we make. And a kiss? Takes one to know one. I'm in. I ran out of words to say. This character joins your party.
Oh, she doesn't. Yeah, Nikki looks completely different from her in game. She has
Yeah.
red hair with the green headband. In the thing, she had her hair wasn't tied and it was brown.
Yeah, he could have got closer if he just used the character editor instead of using the default. I don't like.
Yeah, like that's like such a base effort. You know, it's already like, come on, if you're gonna use the base art, at least modify it. Jeez,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Why is
my
this?
God.
This isn't a combat spell, but okay.
Yeah, I'm like curious if you're gonna see a bunch of treasures, or maybe in combat there'll be a treasure chest. You get to lock pickers.
You got those people. Looks like we have. Oh, I pressed W. Whoops.
I am Felix
Uh.
the Fantastic.
What?
He's French.
French for some reason. And he's also a very old man, but like the asset he has is not an old man.
His backgrounds are so weird.
Yeah. What is happening?
Why is it always like psychedelic? It's so weird.
I'm just like skipping over this because there's just too many words. I feel like I should read some of these, but I'm so like.
No, we got to get
tired.
moving.
We gotta
We
get
gotta
moving.
get moving.
I at least want to get to like gameplay, Okay, you've talked me into it. I don't even think I did, but sure. He doesn't even have the when someone joins your party. Like, come on. And look at that.
Damn it.
Look at he's an elf and like not an old man.
Yeah, what the hell? Not even close. Yeah, what the hell?
And why is he a mage with cure? Like, what? I don't. Strange. Very strange. Well, all right, so I have my party. I didn't fail. I didn't piss people off because I didn't have the option to piss people off. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought it was... Oh, yeah. What the hell? Okay, well, let's leave because I don't know why I'm getting stuck there, but I don't want to get stuck.
You want to risk it, yeah? Don't risk it.
Who knows how buggy this game is.
Yep.
Goat. Goat doesn't do anything? Harvest this animal? Goat powder. Okay. I guess that's like a funny joke about video games. What? Look at this. Look at these windows chopped in half.
Yes. Wow.
What's this sign? Where did you get this from? Oh, I got trapped again. All right, cool. This is another VX Ace
My
guy.
phone has never worked as long as I have been living here in these beautiful slums.
802567.
Yeah, holding your nose is not a
Okay.
voice.
Maybe I can just live with a cracked screen.
Oh,
State of
no.
Kingdom address.
Oh,
Keep
no.
Bravos, a very stupid white man.
Oh, no. So we
With
have a
an Asian
Japanese
accent.
person saying,
Yeah.
hero. Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
What? Ginger Jenga? Jenga? What? Okay. I need to find what is the gameplay of this game? What am I supposed
Yeah,
to be
what the hell
doing?
was I supposed to do? Yeah.
This is the quintessential RPG Maker experience of walking into a town, starting off in a town,
Yep.
having
I
no
just got
idea
it.
what I'm supposed to do.
No direction.
You can't kill me.
I was wondering if I was like, yeah, this is what I thought I was
Oh,
doing.
it is you. Okay.
It's
You're
slowing the game down. Oh God. Oh God, no. Good eventing. I love it. I love it. Something you could have figured out with like 1 second of testing.
The end spread delicious rumors about the king.
Are these
If
weapons
they
or what are
true,
these?
He should be replaced by a man with a mightier sword.
What does it say? It says up top. What does it say? Thoughts is simple. I used to throw. Like some of them have the explanation. up there.
Yeah, small, furry, semi-animated, blobbish creature. That's all the rage with
That
kids
thing.
these days. And once again, we have not using all of this space.
Yep. Yep.
Favorite thing to do. Pillow stuffing. This pile of feathers could make the stuffing for a life-size dolls for your favorite person. All these are pretty cheap. I might just buy all of them to see if I can equip all of them. I don't know what any of this shit does.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. It'll total will be like less than 100 and give 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just haven't dropped under 1,000. Hell yeah.
I did it. Okay.
Wong, wong, wong,
Wait, does everyone have a quarterstaff?
wong.
She has boots. All right. No, nothing does anything. All right. I assume that those appear in here then? Okay. Yeah, everyone has.
Excellent.
Very good.
Wong.
Okay.
I should have listened to my friends. They don't call it sexual suicide for nothing. I
What?
seen this nomad eat with the same hand he wipes his ass with.
No, I don't want extra quests. I want the main quest. Another person, when I click on it, makes a random sound effect.
Like I was talking like Louis C.K. when he played a Polish immigrant in an SNL skit. I wonder if that's the what a specific reference. Bark bark. Ooh, harvested?
Yeah, just like the
Oh, you
goat.
killed it. You
Yeah.
murdered- Oh, that's right, yeah.
Daddy Pluckskin here.
But slaughtering
Okay.
goats is more common than slaughtering dogs.
Look at this font. This font is so... Is this a Dragon Force font? Like, what is this T here?
Yeah, like if you look at your guys, the Felix in your party, it looks. Yeah, I had to look at it closely to see it was an F. Like it looks like Telix.
Yeah. Not a good font. Yeah, this is so similar to this. You can barely see this little nub here.
So that's Fawny, not even Tawny. It's Fawny.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's an F.
Oh, wow. This whole time I thought it was Tawny, because Tawny is like a real name. Alright.
Maybe it's Far Baby. Jeez.
Harvest this person? This does nothing? Okay, cool.
Oh, do you see what he said?
It said, like, I got a cool skin or something?
It said coon. Again,
Oh,
a racist
no.
term. It doesn't even say raccoon.
Oh, no. I should have known.
Yep.
I should have
Camel
known.
toe. You got a camel toe? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. What is the objective here, though, guys?
Yeah,
Like,
this comedy got so old so fast.
Duh.
It's like,
I found another one. Oh, my God.
I will say, at least there's a mini map.
Yeah. At
That
least
is
you got
nice.
that. I'm assuming that's a plug-in because everything else is so... Because everything else is so low effort that I can't imagine he actually bothered to program this mini-map
Daddy
thing.
Pluckskin here.
So yeah, at least he had the wherewithal to be like, man, this is really confusing and terrible.
Yeah,
How do
yeah,
I
it's like
fix
a
that?
Band-Aid fix rather than actually fixing it correctly.
Yeah, a better solution is to have a map that makes, or a level layout that
Exactly.
makes sense and is fun to explore,
Yep.
and not just like a horrible mess.
I will say, yeah, that's one of the funniest critiques you can give of amateurs that make something. It's like maybe you should just. They're like, well, should I add this to make it easier? Like maybe you should just not make it bad. I will say, no random encounters at least, thankfully. Because
Yeah.
if there was random encounters at this point, I would have said, let's call it. We're done.
Well, hold on. There's still an opportunity for that because we're in town. So if I can get out of this town, maybe there'll be
Well,
random encounters.
if the dungeons aren't this open in terms of lack of directionless, then I wouldn't mind the random encounters. Now, if the combat's awful, which I assume it will be, or at least very basic, then it would be bad. But
The thing about Dungeons and Dragons is like there's a lot of role play and stuff, and you like figure out like what to do by talking to all the people in the town, and the people in the town talk to you like human beings. They don't just say nonsense. This is the place, right?
it's funny too, because in the mentality behind it is almost like an in-universe meta joke of D&D, where the majority of people who pick up adventuring die early. Like that's kind of the if it was easy, then the reward wouldn't be high, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of people get bodied starting their adventure. Like that's part of the like it makes sense in universe.
Yeah.
You're supposed to a lot of there's like the over 80% adventurers die on their first Sarah McLachlan in the background.
Here you go, Sonny. A
Alright.
nice big bowl of gruel.
Uh-oh, I'm trapped by an NPC again.
No.
Oh no, did you force your daughter to voice a character?
Do you want a bowl of gruel? I don't want any.
Oh no, poor girl. I mean, am I supposed to like do these mini quests, side quests constantly? The first guy I talked to made it seem like it was just going to be a stupid conversation that goes nowhere. And I don't really feel like doing that. A good way to make your game would be to have like the first thing you do be like give you a sense of how the game is supposed to be played.
Yeah.
So like give me a real quest. Oh, literally? Okay. It said to use Nikki's lockpicking skill. I guess I have to do this.
There
That's
you go. Use the
interesting.
mana.
Slipped and rammed a lockpick
Okay.
up her own ass. Alright. I guess. Am I stuck in this fucking tile though? Oh my god.
What? Okay, wait, check your menu. See if she used an MP up. Oh my god, there's no railing.
Yeah. I didn't know why I couldn't move. Yes, she did.
Okay.
And I don't know how to regenerate mana. Why would lockpicking cost mana?
This makes no sense.
Like, literally, where am I supposed to go? Is this the whole game? Is this one town? I mean, I feel like this one house that I was trying to lockpick is the one interesting possibility. Major loser. Oh, mayor. Wait, major loser? That's a major loser, not mayor
Yeah,
loser.
that was lockpick. Here we go.
Yeah, do this again, I guess. I mean, if I
Yeah.
run out of mana, what happens?
Is there a place to rest?
32%. That's so little.
Well, statistically, you should get it this time.
That's not how
Keep going. Keep
statistics work,
going
for
until
sure.
we. I know. I mean, yeah. I mean, 1 in 3 chance is what I'm getting at. Obviously, it's not guaranteed, but in theory.
Wow.
In theory.
Well, that's why folks need to look up. Before you make a random chance like this, you need to look up cumulative roll
Yes.
chance, because the math is. Oh my god!
Got
I
it.
fucking got it. How lucky.
Yeah, previous effects do or previous results do not have any effect on.
Which is something that I've been. Okay, I had to.
Oh, okay.
I had to leave the square and come back. Map didn't update. What's in here? There's nothing in here.
Man, we blew a lot of mana for that.
Blew all of our mana, which I don't know how to get back. Okay. I mean, maybe some of these food items give me shit back. Look, I can't steal this? I thought you said this game had, like, stealing in it. What is the point? What is the point of anything, though? Oh, wait, that might be a door, actually.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters.
It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Let's see if this is a secret. No? Snake treat? What? Like, why? Like, these are
Maybe.
facing the wall.
Yeah, and like the fruit above you is on top of the wall.
Yes. Very good. Very good mapping. Okay, so lockpicking that door was completely pointless. Like, if I wanted to find a bunch of garbage, I would just go to the dump to the south. There's all these houses. I can't leave this town. What am I missing? Like, it's literally, I haven't seen a single door out of this town, and I don't see anything on the map that suggests something I can walk over to get out. Oh, I can
there
go
we
this
go.
way, I think.
Go
Okay.
up. You can't go up?
I'm trying to press this button, but I'm missing.
Yeesh.
Kingdom Square. Oh, I'm still in town if I go this way? Oh my god, alright. Yeah. You've done that joke already 100 times. Great. The Land of Pilfered. Okay.
That sounds like
Merchants.
a dungeon area, a fighting area.
I think that's where it came from.
Oh, that's true. That's south. It's face south, basically.
Yeah. No, get out of my way. Why must NPCs be able to get in the way? Palace District Part 3? How do I get out of here? Oh. What? This isn't something? Am I not
Oh my
allowed to go in here
gosh.
yet?
Oh my god.
Why not? So these arrows, I'm wondering if... Nope. Cannot go up this way, which... War District? Wait, why are these called different things? Oh, because I'm... Wait, what? Is this where the whole, like, multiple parts comes from? He plans to expand this place? So there's more places to go to?
Ancient Widosh, only legend.
Oh no, I didn't mean to click on that. Oh no!
Hey. Wiener
Oh, is this some sort of joke about Avatar?
That's what I'm guessing, yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. That's fine. Oh, I got money for talking to this guy? Alright. Yeah, I guess this is the whole game, which is just, you just talk to these NPCs, and they have some stupid text, and then you're like... I mean, is this the joke? That the game is, like, terrible? And you just spend your whole time walking around in a town? You never get to actually play the game?
Maybe.
I had a slingshot.
Oh my god, I would love to figure out... Oh wait, look at that. That looks like desert up there. Damn it. Still haven't figured out how to leave the city.
Don't
What?
Japanese.
No, why? Okay, I guess I failed that mission.
Also, this mapping is so like this is how I made maps back in when I was a kid. It's just like no variants of the same. I mean, I guess little variants, but like the logs are all very similar. That mushrooms all have the same. Small on the left side, big on the right side, and then just like you can just see how much each asset repeats.
Cause it's
It's just
easy.
Now I see how it's 40 hours of gameplay. It's like if your quest
Yep.
is just like, hey, I got a mission for you, and you have to wander to a place and be like, I think this is the right place, and then walk all over the map in
Yep.
circles and try to figure out what the hell it wants me to find.
Compelling game design.
Why, Earl? Why? What? Oh no. Oh no, I'm trapped. Oh
Oh
no.
my gosh. Means you have to put in a like check to see if it can move, and if it can't, it moves away. I guess not. If you're stuck. When's the last
Yeah.
time you saved? If it
Too
was a
long
while
ago.
ago.
This might be the end of the game here.
Yeah.
Let's try.
If we can't.
Let's try talking to this guy. See if that changes his pathing or something.
Why is the art doesn't even match? God, the art in this sprite is so different.
Nonsense. Here's the photos. You stashed the photos. Didn't I already do this?
Clean and pristine. Not even
I mean, maybe
wine.
this is just as well. Like,
Yeah, I was saying maybe it's self-selected for us.
it chose for us a time for it to end. Yeah, it's
What a
hard
way
to
to
believe.
end! This is hilarious. What a way to have to end our play. This is awesome. I love
Yeah,
it. Couldn't have asked for a better way.
having done absolutely nothing, I'm gonna have to edit so much of this game out, and it's like, what do I even leave in? Because there's nothing in this game. It's just a bunch
Yes.
of fucking bullshit.
It's true. $20, baby.
Hey, kid, this is your father in heaven Antimony. Don't be a pussy. Get out there and start killing monsters.
Tom, you must listen carefully to my advice. Always remember who you're having.
So yeah, this is another game that I feel like we keep saying this, where it's like surpassed our expectations for how bad it is.
Yes.
But I think this one has maybe the farthest out of all. Like this is, I didn't expect this game to be as bad as Ballad of Radolf, but it might be.
Yeah, I agree. On the surface we knew it was gonna be bad, but yeah, exactly. Like going into the other ones, like Ballad, we knew it was gonna be beyond atrocious. But this is like thought this might at least be the most, the basic. It might at least have the basic covered, but apparently not. Apparently that is not what happened.
Yeah, this completely incompetent game design.
Yeah.
I
In the
think
wrong
gameplay
places.
is 0 because I mean,
Yeah.
we didn't run into any combat, which is unfortunate, but like it seems clear to me that the game design is walk around town, talk to literally every single NPC. 99% of them are going to say nonsense that has nothing to do with anything. And at some point, it's like
It's soft locked.
yeah, get soft lock, yeah.
Yeah.
But at some point, one of them will say something meaningful. And hopefully you're paying attention, and because I wasn't, like, I guess it's on me for not being diligent. I think about that sometimes, how about like old RPGs, how you have to like talk to everyone to kind of find where to go. But like,
Yeah.
how am I supposed to do that when I'm like bombarded with nonsense and like every single NPC is so useless? Like, why was the first NPC I talked to, the first two NPCs where you spawn in, completely useless?
Yep.
I was thinking about Fallout 3 and how, which isn't, the oldest of games, but, it's more modern, I guess, but it still has like a pretty open-ended structure. Like, you can, hopefully you'll turn right and go to Megaton, but you might turn left and just get killed by a super mutant or something. But, once you get to Megaton, at least, like the first person you talk to is the sheriff or mayor or whatever he is, and he kind of tells you what there is in the town. Then maybe you'll talk to Moira, and Moira gives you a quest that sends you to the supermarket. And the supermarket's like a wonderful tutorial that's not without it actually explicitly being a tutorial. That like you get some easy fights, you get a bunch of ammo and weapons and stim packs, like, and you don't even have to do that quest. You could have just walked to the supermarket on your own. Like that's proper way to approach like open-ended like design.
Yes. Yeah, there needs to be some soft directioning, and then even if you're not quote unquote continuing the story, there will be things that put you back on track, and or you get like tons of supplies to like help you.
Yeah, I mean that's the problem with it being so hard on the comedy thing. Like everyone's saying nonsense. It becomes impossible to parse out like what is actually useful for figuring out this game. But also like everyone's starting skills, to me, they might all be like skill check things, like the lock picking.
Yeah.
Which is like means, all these party members are just useful for talking to NPCs, and maybe one of them will have a disease and you have to cure it, or one of them will be injured and you have to heal them or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very frustrating. I feel like you were more frustrated than me. Usually I'm pretty frustrated because I'm like having to push these buttons and be like, ah.
I think I was pretty, and I was part of it was like frustration. After a certain point, I was like, man, I'm curious, but at the same time, like, the more footage we get, the worse, the better it will be for this part and for the video. Arguably, I guess we'll cut some of it, but in my head, I was like, I don't give a fuck about this shit anymore. Like, this game is so bad.
Yeah.
It's like whatever happens. But I know, because even if we did find it eventually, the damage had been done already, right?
Yeah.
Like, it just, we knew the game. Even if we did find eventually the dungeon to go to, it's like, well, it shouldn't have been this hard to. So we know we're gonna rate this game super low.
Yeah, and I think we should, revisit the idea that like with Ballad of Radolf, we were saying like, oh, we'll probably get the idea and want to quit early. We kind of assumed that would happen with all these games. I don't know where our burst of patience came from for all of these games to deal with them, but certainly today was the day where I was like, no, this is just stupid. Shut it down.
Yeah.
Like,
I think with the other ones, we at least knew we were making progress. I think that's the big difference.
That's a big difference. So, the progress and the actual interactivity of a video game, which is crazy to think that Battle of Radolf had that better than this game.
Yep.
It's crazy to think that Battle of Radolf, I felt I had more direction than this game.
Yeah.
Because I did. I was just like, I just have to go to these islands and I just have to walk through this endless hallway. I felt like I was lost because it seemed like it was looping, but...
Yes. But it actually wasn't. It was just, it's true. And it's, and
then
so
something
happened. Set the bar underground, and this one's still having to dig even deeper.
Somehow, even worse. So is the narrative on this as bad, or do I give it a 1 or a 0.5 for narrative? Because I mean, I feel like he typed a lot of words. Is that worth something?
I was gonna say, I think so. I think
should give him
even
a 1?
though it was, I was gonna say it's like what is that? Not like a good usage of time, but at least you could see he tried to make an effort to like.
Yeah.
He failed miserably, but like you can tell he kind of tried. So I think a 1 is fair.
He definitely spent. That's what I've been thinking about when he says he spent 4 years developing that game. Is he probably spent all this time writing all these words? Like there's a lot of talking, a lot of chat. It failed in every single level. Like I don't know what possessed him to do like the chat options when when there's only one option. Why not just have like show the player's face? Like, why is it a chat option? I don't understand that.
Yeah, that's just basic game design, just completely. I think it comes down to amateur just not thinking.
Yeah.
Like just not like they know they did it in the games they play, but when they make the game themselves, they don't think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So audio visual. So you said he had voice acting, so that's worth something.
I agree. Yes, I mean I agree. I mean I said yes. I think so. I still think that. So
I guess that is something. I want to say the mapping at times was really really bad because he edited a lot of tiles and he fucked them up basically, and he had a lot of collision problems. I guess this is mapping, so maybe I'll have to revisit this there. But a lot of default assets, a lot of assets from other places that didn't match or like had like weird like scaling issues.
Yep, and lots of like loop. What is it like? Populating his areas with too many repeated assets that without variance. Like it's a big difference. If you're gonna populate a bunch of trees, at least have them look different in some ways, subtle ways.
Yeah.
Nope, very obvious they were all the same asset, just placed sporadically because that's how you design a game when you're 10.
Yeah.
So even this guy,
Yeah,
just,
buddy. Gonna guess you're like 50 or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You'd think you would have played a couple of games and got an idea of like what a game should look like.
Yes.
See, audiovisual, I'm tempted to say at most like a 1 because honestly, the voice acting was, it's clearly just the developer. I mean, it sounds like he found a child, maybe it's his daughter or something that he forced to do voice acting. But other than that, it's him. He pitch toned himself. He held his nose. He did stupid accents. His mic is not good. There's a lot of happening.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely one of those things of he put in time, but the execution was not good, and this RPGMaker thing we're doing, it's like, man, sometimes putting in the lack of effort itself is what gets the low score, or not even the lack of effort, but I guess so. Yeah, like the lack of even trying is what gets the low score. This guy tried.
Yeah.
That's the hard part. It's like, so it's definitely not. So it's like a different, but it just completely failed. So it's a different version of the failure. So yeah, I mean, I would not go over a 2, and I'm thinking a 1 also. A lot of sounds were weird.
I'm thinking a 1. It's a lot of RTP sounds. I think he had stock music, perhaps. I guess we'll see if we get copyright striked. Stricken.
Copyright stricken.
Yeah.
Struck.
Mapping, I guess it is technically better than Battle with a Rat-Off, but it was definitely, I felt, pretty ugly and buggy.
Yeah, this is definitely not going to be higher than a 1 either.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I want to do a 0.
Yeah, I think the problem I had, I mean, because I think that the certain areas were meant to look ugly, and that kind of came across pretty well, and other areas were kind of pretty, but like his maps had effort. The problem I had was, it's not that great, and just a lot of like the editing that he did to the tiles fucked up the tiles. And
well, I think also with mapping, this is not just, in my opinion, it's not just like the visual, the layout. It's also part of it is like the game design funneling, right? I mean, that's part of gameplay, but I also think it's also here. Like there was no direction; it didn't funnel you anywhere.
Yeah. So even though the maps had more stuff on them than Battle at a Rat-Off, there was still like nothing to like do in these giant spaces. So it's still kind of like the same problem. Just he put a more collision in the way, which at times actually made it even worse because I was like struggling to get through that damn forest. I was like, oh god, I just want to walk from one place to the other.
Yes.
So yeah, I think one. I think 1 is fair, especially if like Takey's Escape is a 3.
0.5? No point. I don't know. I'm thinking a 0.5.
Maybe. Oh, 0.5.
Yeah, 0.5.
Oh wow. I don't know if I want. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay with the 1.
I think it kind of looked like things. I think a lot of things kind of look like things. And I appreciate like how he bothered to like grab different assets. He kind of fucked it up, but he took an extra step. Another one of these points about effort.
All right, I'll give it a 1 effort.
Technical, I guess, gets a 0. I think.
The soft lock.
The soft lock for sure, and then like lots of little bugs, lots of like that thing at the beginning where you
Oh
walk
yeah,
back and
yeah,
forth.
yeah.
Uh,
That's yeah, zero for sure.
and like, there's nothing was implemented correctly. It's just like, I don't even like terrible.
Yeah,
Um,
so full. Yeah, so many bugs, so many tech. Like, how can you not? At this point, how can you even not? Like this, it was so many that even if they were a giant collection of minor bugs outside of the soft lock,
yeah,
um, it's still obvious. Yeah, like there was no testing on it. It
yeah.
just yeah.
Well,
I mean, out of principle, I think it deserves zero just for the lack of effort. So
yeah, and here's the thing about that soft lock. I can guarantee you there's going to be a shit ton of other locations where that's going to happen because of the pathing
yes,
that he's done for his people. Like,
absolutely. Yeah,
I was
that was gonna
constantly
happen.
fearing it was going to happen, and then it happened.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that was not unique to that one area. That was gonna happen for sure. There was gonna be other areas with that risk, 100%. So yeah, zeros. I guess say zero.
All right,
Value.
so
Oh my god, this is
value.
a
I mean, it's a zero, right? Like,
100%. I mean,
it's just a terrible game, and it costs way too much.
I
Like,
almost want to go into the negatives.
I mean, if Ballad of Randolph doesn't get a negative, well, I guess Ballad of Randolph only costs
It's
$3.
$3. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, oh, this is a hard one. I almost want to go negative, but
Yeah,
yeah, it was a zero, whatever. We'll
I
keep it
think
there.
I think to go negative, it needs to be a scam of some sort. All right, so I mean, is this? Do I even have to ask here? Is it F minus?
Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's definitely not more than a regular F. So this is a tough one because I'm like F or F minus. I'm like looking at.
I'm gonna go with F minus. I'll come back to you. Oops,
All right.
because that's how I
Yeah, I'll
felt
get no
playing the
F
game.
minus, F minus, F minus. Because the game was just awful, and with no soft locks, it would have been an F. So I think it
Yeah,
was an F.
awful. Yeah, awful and soft lock. It's just like and expensive. So it's just like insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. So let's fill this out. $9.99. What is our suggested price? I think I'm gonna say free because this feels like another hobbyist game that like I could see getting passed around to his friends and being like, haha, I put in like funny words.
That's true. It's funny because of the soft lock and not no idea where to go. So it's like,
You
should
say
we give it a free? A
should it be
negative?
negative
Yeah.
for testing? I guess that is true. It definitely felt like
Yeah, there's so many bugs that would have been caught if you tested this game.
yeah,
I think negative 10.
negative
I almost feel
10.
like to take the price that it is right now and loop it back on itself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it definitely needed
Some freaking beta test.
definitely needed some
Base-
damn testing, basic testing. Like
Yeah.
it's always a bad sign when within 1 second I encounter an obvious bug with an easy fix, like with the sound
Yes.
playing.
Yep. Just walking back over.
It's like, my God, did you even play test this for 1 second?
Which means, yes, we should definitely charge a negative because he should have paid people to test. Negative 10 it is.
So yeah, I definitely didn't expect this game to be
This bad.
close to Ballad of Radolph levels of terrible, but wow, he surpassed my expectations for how bad it would be. That's
true.
by like a lot. Like, I guess we keep saying that. It's like this surpassed my expectations of how bad it was, but like this one was huge.
Really was impressive in that sense. It's crazy. Right? We're being nice. We're like we thought this would at least be at absolute worst, it would just be a super basic RPG Maker game with voice acting. Like that's what we expected. But
Yeah,
somehow,
and cringe humor. Like
yeah,
I was expecting, probably maybe something a little worse than Epic Wings 2, I guess is what I would think. Like Epic Wings 2, but like an F version of that.
yeah,
I mean, maybe it would still be a pretty low F because it costs too much. Or maybe if it was better but had these bugs, it would still be an F minus. It's hard to say. Like, tempted to make it F minus minus, like Ballad of Radolph, but
I'm almost getting there. But it's like I will put this a little bit of a ballot though. That's what's keeping it from F minus minus. Because if it wasn't that bar set by, almost we should do it. We should have F minus 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 just so we can make this F. But yeah, it's like this bar. The only reason this got saved from F minus minus is because Ballad of Radolph was an F minus minus. That's it.
yeah, if this was the first game we did.
Yeah, exactly. It's that weird thing. So, unfortunately for him, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, I guess that's gonna be. I think that's all I have to say. I should be good now.
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Well, guess we'll see you guys another time.